So, I know this is very late. I wanted to get this done last month, but because of my new job, it's gone kind of put aside for a while. And, pretty much all I want to discuss is, why all this fair use, like, how come it's not working and stuff, and why it affects me, and obviously it affects a lot of other people on YouTube trying to put up copyrighted footage and stuff, or copyrighted reviews in general. And this is one of the main issues why you never see, for the most part, any copyrighted reviews on my page. Or you see, like, you kind of, like, briefly see if maybe it's a 2-second clip at most, but that's about it. I've done that a few times in some of my creepypasta reviews, like in the SpongeBob Wormy Predecessor creepypasta. And oddly enough, Viacom or anyone else on YouTube has not seen through that, thankfully. Like, they see, currently it's being seen as fair use, which it should be, because that's exactly what it is. It's fair use. And that's what I've been using it for. This really upsets me, because I've had reviews where I want to upload straight to YouTube, like that top 13 Family Guy episodes list that I'm finishing up right now. And I want to upload that just directly to YouTube. It would be so much easier. But the problem is, Fox would take it down before it even got released. You know, like while it was still being processed, Fox would have already blocked it all over the world, and that really sucks for me, because I don't want to get a strike on my channel. Because when you get a strike, that reduces your time, that reduces many of the things on your channel. If I'm correct, I think that can even reduce monetization. I'm not sure if I said that right, but you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, this really affects a lot of people, because you're trying to, like, there's definitely people out there who make videos like what I'm doing, and it could just be creepypasta reviews, it could be full movie reviews and stuff, or TV reviews, or anything, and you're trying your best to make a living, and this is legal. You're legally allowed to do this online, from what I've heard, and it's absurd that even in 2016 that you're still getting your channel. You can get your channel completely taken down because of fair use, because nobody even. Well, I keep saying fair use. I'm saying because nobody puts into consideration about fair use. They completely ignore that and just say, oh, well, you have a few seconds of this one clip, we're going to take the whole video down and eventually your channel. And it just seems very unfair. Again, I know this seems a little bit dated now, because the whole where's the fair use scenario, that started like 2 months ago, I think, or whatever, or around that time. And I know it's a bit late now, but it still affects a lot of people, and it's always affected me, because, well, creepypastas, for the most part, I don't have to worry much about it, in game reviews, usually. There's times where I'll, like, say, for example, I think in the I Hate You creepypasta I think it got copyright claims slightly. Like, I didn't get a strike or anything, but it was like a third party kind of scenario, and I wasn't able to monetize my video then, because I can't remember what the issue was. I think it showed footage of Super Mario World, or there was some music at the beginning from a different game, a GameCube game, and I guess Nintendo didn't allow that. I don't know. I didn't bother, I didn't bother going through that whole process of trying to dispute a claim, because what happens if I lose? What happens if Nintendo just says you're guilty in a story and I get a strike? I don't want to lose monetization, and I don't want to get reduced to just uploading 15-minute videos and stuff, because say I have a longer pasta, I'll have to split that in half and make it into 2 parts, and who wants to do that? That's annoying. You just want to watch it all at once, unless it's, obviously made into a few parts, like in a chapter or something. But, basically what I'm saying is this really affects me, because there's so many things I want to do for a long time to put onto YouTube. Like, I think the only full review I've ever put on this channel is that Rap City Street Kids movie, and that's only because nobody cares about that movie. I mean, no one's gonna copyright. Nobody who made the movie is gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna copyright that. I'm gonna say, yeah, I made that, and you should be ashamed by using clips. Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. You can do whatever you want. I'm not involved. to be fair, that movie is so bad it's good for me because, I mean, everything it tries to do, it fails, and it's kind of interestedly bad, I guess you could say. I'm getting off track. What I'm basically saying is, that's the only review I've been able to put on YouTube. Like, you've seen it before. I mean, you've seen it from other reviewers who are just trying to make a living, an honest living, by making these reviews and stuff. And, like Nostalgia Critic, you see Mr. Enter going through all this copyright bullshit. He recently just uploaded a new video that has copyrighted footage from Fox, The Simpsons, and it's been up for almost a full day, and hopefully, I bet by the time this video gets online, that'll be taken down for a while. And Riley C, TV Trash, he tried to upload videos in that kind of, I don't know how you do it. It's like when you have a picture and then you what am I thinking? You kind of shrink the image, you shrink your video, so that way you can avoid copyright. Because sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't, I've noticed. For the longest time, for a while, I think for a few months he tried to do that. He tried to upload full videos to YouTube, but then eventually got a copyright strike, so he had to take them down. And I think he only has 2 full videos that he still has on his YouTube channel, which is, I think, that Birds of Prey review, and he did that Alf Anime Adventures, or whatever it was called, because he was trying to do that, so that way he was trying to advertise, get the rest of the series on DVD and stuff, because I guess it's on Hulu, but it would be more convenient if it was on DVD, since I don't know, I haven't watched that review in, almost a year now, so I can't remember, but I guess what I'm basically saying is, this does affect a lot of people. This affects pretty much everyone who's trying to make an honest career on YouTube. Because, I can tell you, times have changed. The whole fair use thing, it hasn't really been updated in certain aspects. But I do know for a fact that we are covered, essentially. We are protected by the law. But it basically says we are allowed to use these clips, basically as long as we're not stealing them. As long as we're not taking these clips and trying to sell them or whatever, or do that kind of thing. I mean, we're not trying to do that. We're just making honest reviews and stuff. We're not doing anything that's illegal. And yet there are still videos being taken down. It's very sad because there are definitely people I've known who are trying to start their own careers and stuff. I mean, like me, for example, and they're not getting anywhere because of YouTube and a copyright claim issue. It's really hard to talk to anybody on YouTube, and every time you get a strike, you have to go through that. You have to go through that video, that what was it? Happy Tree Friends video. You had to fill out a quick quiz and stuff, which is pretty easy even if you don't watch the video. And it's still kind of weird that Happy Tree Friends in general is advertising about, YouTube copyright. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. That'd be like if Family Guy advertised against domestic abuse. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to open that can of worms again for a while. Anyway, what basically I'm trying to say is, I'm not sure what we can possibly do. There are definitely things trying to go to Washington, D.C. about trying to change the law slightly, so that way these copyright claims wouldn't be happening as much, or at the very least, there has to be something. Something has to happen to the person who's making the claim to us, like the false claim. Like if they make a false claim towards my video for fair use, and I succeed, and my video stays up, should they get penalized for trying to take out money, for monetization? Like saying, oh, you know what, that video you made, well, it's ours because it has our copyright footage. It's like, I made the review. Yes, you do have copyright footage in there, but I'm still using it under fair use, and that is completely 100% legal, and it doesn't seem quite fair that they're taking money out of our videos, even though we haven't been proven guilty. It's like even when the video's under dispute, they can still take money out of that, and that's not fair. You earned that money legally, and that's still taken out of your pocket. I think I've gone too far with this. I think I've talked too much about this because I'm getting a little heated. Um, basically what I'm saying is you just be very careful when making videos. Know what YouTube can do, but try to do whatever you can to upload videos, but try your best not to get, I guess you could say hassled or even bullied by certain copyright claimers like that. I can't remember what it was. It was about that really bad movie with the cool cat thing, and I know that whole scandal. Basically, all I'm saying is just be careful, and hopefully at some point, copyright claims will start to make a difference. Like they'll change at some point. Like fair use will finally, be put into full effect.